Before anything else, the Bible gives you 10 words. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. 10 words. But brevity is not absence. That God created the heavens and the earth does not require that nothing happened in between. It means that whatever happened, however long and however intricate, was his doing. And what happened, as far as we can now read it back, is staggering. It starts from nothing. For most of human history, the universe was assumed to be eternal. In the last century, the evidence turned, and it is now ordinary physics that space, time, matter, and energy all began together, abruptly, out of no earlier thing. A universe called into being. We can still feel the warmth of that first instant, a faint heat that fills the whole sky to this day. Then, out of it, the worlds, and they begin in dust. A cloud of gas and grain cast off by dying stars, drifting cold in the dark, drawn together by gravity across millions of years. Grain finding grain, until the center takes fire as a sun and the cold remainder gathers into planets. The earth among them built up out of falling dust into a molten sphere, cooled and drenched, its water carried home on ice and comet, until the whole world ran with seas, dust into a world of oceans. None of this competes with Genesis. It is Genesis, slowed down and shown its working. A falling grain still obeys a law, and a law asks for a lawgiver. Dust does not gather itself into oceans and mountains for no reason and toward no end. The Lord did not skip the process. He enacted it, every grain of it. Then the Bible shows you what that young world looked like, and it looks like nothing at all. The earth was formless and empty. Darkness was on the surface of the deep. No shore, no sky, no horizon, because a horizon needs light to draw it. Water below and darkness above, without edge and without end. But the deep is not alone. God's Spirit was hovering over the surface of the waters. The Hebrew verb is the one Scripture later uses for an eagle brooding over its young. Before there is anything else in existence, something is leaning over the dark water the way a mother leans over a nest. Then a voice, and the first command ever given.
Let there be light.
And there was light. There is no sun yet, no star, no moon, no flame. This is light before any of the things that carry light, breaking across the face of the deep, finding every wave of a sea that has never once been seen. God saw the light and saw that it was good. It is the first verdict in the Bible. Then God divided the light from the darkness and called the light day and the darkness night. There was evening and there was morning, the first day. On the second day the voice speaks to the water itself.
Let there be an expanse in the middle of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters.
The one ocean of the beginning is pulled apart. Water below, water above, and between them a vault of air and height and distance. God called the expanse sky. There was evening and there was morning, a second day. The third day holds 2 works. First, the voice gathers the seas.
Let the waters under the sky be gathered together to one place, and let the dry land appear.
The water hauls itself back, and out of it the first ridges rise streaming, stone that has never been dry meeting light that is 3 days old. God called the dry land earth, and the gathered waters seas. God saw that it was good. Then, to the bare new rock, the second command.
Let the earth yield grass, herbs yielding seeds, and fruit trees bearing fruit after their kind.
And the earth, asked to live, lives. Green runs down the valleys like floodwater that will never pull back. There was evening and there was morning, a third day. On the fourth day the lamps are hung.
Let there be lights in the expanse of the sky to divide the day from the night.
God made the 2 great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. The sun lit 3 days after the light it would carry, and then 5 of the most offhand words in all of Scripture. He also made the stars, every constellation, every far white river of them across the dark, in half a sentence. There was evening and there was morning, a 4th day. On the 5th day the silence of the world ends.
Let the waters abound with living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth in the open expanse of the sky.
The seas, empty since the beginning, swarm. God created the large sea creatures, the text says, naming the giants first, as if to settle the question early. Even the monsters of the deep are creatures, made and approved, and the first blessing in the Bible falls on fish and birds. Be fruitful and multiply. There was evening and there was morning, a 5th day. The 6th day begins on land, livestock, creeping things and animals of the earth after their kind, herds moving over grass no animal has ever eaten. God saw that it was good. And then the rhythm breaks. Every work so far has been commanded at a distance. Let there be. Let the waters. Let the earth. Now, for the first and only time in the chapter, the voice deliberates.
Let us make man in our image, after our likeness.
God created man in his own image. In God's image he created him. Male and female he created them. 2 figures stand up on the new earth, under a sun 2 days old. Everything around them is younger than the week, and they open their eyes onto the first morning anyone has ever been awake to see. God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. There was evening and there was morning, a 6th day, and on the 7th day, nothing, no command, no creature, no verdict. The heavens and the earth are finished, and God rests, and blesses the day of resting and makes it holy. The first thing in all creation to be called holy is not a mountain, not a temple, not a king. It is a pause. 6 days of speaking, and a world answered. It is answering still. Light arrives every morning exactly as if it had been sent for. The chapter leaves only one question on the table. Words were spoken before there was anyone to hear them. Who were they for?